What's going on, guys? It's New York Prepper here, and just wanted to talk a little bit about the coming heat wave. There's supposed to be a heat wave coming this weekend to most of the United States. Um, it's going to start on Saturday and Sunday in most areas of the United States. And in my area, they're forecasting temperatures to go into the mid 90s, guys. All right, and I live in upstate New York. So the fact that the temperature is going to go up to the mid 90s here, I can't even imagine what it's going to be like in the southern United States. It's probably going to be absolutely brutal, especially in places like Texas and Florida. So I wanted to just talk about that heat wave and a couple of other things. But with the heat wave, it's supposed to last at least 4 days. So there's supposed to be 4 days, I think, of really intense heat across the entire United States. And the last week and a half, we've already had some pretty high temperatures. So, having more high temperatures is definitely not good. And actually today, it's a very nice day over here. I'll show you guys what it looks like today. It's about 78 degrees and it's very dry, no humidity, very, very low humidity here today. It doesn't even look like there's going to be a heat wave, honestly. If I didn't have access to technology and I was just living off the land, I would think that I wouldn't know that there's a big heat wave coming. But so, with this heat wave, it's going to be in the 90s across much of the United States. They're also forecasting temperatures to get dew points. Dew points are going to be very high, and what that means is that there's going to be the dew point temperatures are going to be in the 60s, which means it's going to be extremely humid as well. All right, so it's not only going to be very hot, but it's also going to be very humid, and that's a big concern when it comes to severe weather. Okay, and we had some severe weather here last week. We had this past weekend on Saturday, we had a very bad thunderstorm, and it cut out the power here for about half a day. And so, with this heat wave, you got to prepare for the possibility of brownouts, for blackouts. You have to prepare for the possibility of scattered power outages, okay? From people running their air conditioners and putting a strain on the electric grid. And also, severe weather is also a concern. If you have very high temperatures and very high dew point temperatures, that means that the ingredients are really good for severe thunderstorms, okay? Severe thunderstorms typically, they need the dew points to be at least 60 degrees for there to be a severe thunderstorm. And during this heat wave, not only is it going to be in the 90s in my area, I'm sure other areas is going to be even hotter, but they're forecasting the dew points to be, well into the 60s, and that's a big concern of mine. I think we're going to have a severe weather outbreak. So, be ready for severe weather, guys. Be ready for thunderstorms, tornadoes, supercells, be ready for all of that, okay? Start up your generator. Make sure your generator's working. Make sure you have some spare fuel for your generator. Just really be ready for the possibility of power failures as a result of blackouts and brownouts. This kind of a heat wave could also cause droughts. We could also see some droughts too, especially in places like Texas and some of the southern states, some of the traditionally dry areas. We could even see, droughts. Droughts are definitely a possibility. So, have spare water on hand. Another aspect to preparing for power failures is having enough water on hand, because if your power goes out, you're not going to have, it's possible that your water may not work either, especially if you're on a well and your well needs, you need to have electricity to turn the well pump on. And, if you don't have a generator, then you're not going to get water. Sometimes the water can become contaminated when there's severe weather like hurricanes or flooding. You know, the water supply can become contaminated. So you always want to have at least, I always store in my house, wherever I live, I always have at least 20 gallons of drinking water, fresh drinking water, and I rotate that water every month. I change that water out rather than having to, you know, disinfect it and treat the water and stuff like that. What I do is I keep a month, I keep like 20 gallons of drinking water, and I rotate that every month. I drink it, or I just pour it out and refill it. So that's my suggestion to you guys. You know, so make sure you have your generator if you live in a rural area, or even if you live in the suburbs or in the city. You can use a small generator. If you have an apartment building, you can get yourself a small generator, and keep that on hand, and at least be able to plug your refrigerator into it, so you know, your food doesn't go bad. Some, you know, check your generator, make sure your generator's working. You know, keep a few gallons of spare fuel for your generator on hand. You know, at least five gallons, maybe 10 gallons of fuel. There was actually just a baby deer that just came through the area. You can see the hoof prints here on the ground. So keep your generator on standby. Test it out, run it. You know, I would turn on the generator this weekend just to make sure that it works. You know, keep a couple of gallons of fuel on hand. Like I said, have some spare water, fresh drinking water. You know, I've talked about what to do during a power outage, you know, how to prep for a power outage. You know, definitely want to have lanterns, batteries. Candles are good too, but the problem with candles is that obviously you can burn down your house by accident. So I'm not a big fan of candles for that reason. I only use candles if as an emergency. I keep candles, but I don't really use them. I prefer a lantern. So a battery operated lantern. So get yourself a lantern, have a flashlight. Flashlights are good to have. Glow sticks are good to have also. You can buy military grade glow sticks. Glow sticks are always a good thing to have, because a glow stick, you don't need to use batteries or anything. You just use it. It lasts for about a day, and then you toss it out. So that's pretty much it, guys. Just wanted to warn you of the heat wave that's coming. I think it could be bad. We could see droughts. We could see power failures. So, you know, be ready for that. Severe weather, possibly. Okay, we could see severe weather. So be ready for all those things, guys. You know, I'll do a separate video talking about everything else with politics and the virus and what's going on. But, you know, I really wanted to just focus on the heat wave right now, because I think that that's something that a lot of people are not going to be paying attention to. You know, everybody's focusing on the virus and the economy and the elections and all this other stuff, but a lot of people are neglecting the weather. You know, weather can really ruin your day. So, you know, we have this heat wave. You know, we also have a above average hurricane season forecasted. You know, we already had a tropical storm come through the New York City area. You know, we also are in the middle of a solar minimum, you know, which means that potentially we could see a colder winter this year. So we have to keep an eye on the winter as well. All right, so that's pretty much it, guys. I'll keep you posted with any other information that I find. If you're interested in supporting my channel, you can buy these t-shirts on my Teespring site, which is located, there's a link in the description below the video. All right, if you want to support the channel, just get yourself a t-shirt, or we also have coffee mugs and beach towels, blankets, tote bags. Like if you're going shopping, we have tote bags. So, you know, you can browse around the store and check out things that you like, but I definitely recommend the t-shirts. So that's pretty much it, guys. Stay tuned, and I'll be uploading more videos this week. So take care, God bless, and don't forget the 3 Ps: prepare, practice, and persevere.